All right, so we're going to talk again about your future in high school. Okay, remember, these are stories for me when I was an assistant principal, and I did that for 10 years. And this is true, and this is going to happen to some of you because some of you are great, and you have greatness in you. Okay, I know that. But anyway, number one, when these things happen to you, always stay positive. The second you allow your positive state of mind to be stolen from you, your positive state of mind can be stolen from you by the people who criticize you in your life or diminish and try to diminish everything you've accomplished. When that happens, you've lost control. Teenagers can be very jealous and vindictive. You guys know what vindictive means? Vindictive. Vindictive.
Addicted to something that's like a long term.
No.
Short-term addiction.
No. It means teenagers can be very they want retribution. If you do something wrong to them, they're gonna want to do something wrong to you. Okay?
Also, they want payback?
Payback, exactly.
Revenge.
Okay, thank you. So as an assistant principal, I had to deal with cars, because remember, in high school, you have your juniors and seniors, and they start to drive, and they get their permit to drive, and they start driving into the campus, onto the parking lots, and parking, and they get a parking permit. They put on their rear windshield or on the front, so the supervisors that are patrolling don't say, whose car is this, right? Or if you have something in the car that has to be searched, they know who it belongs to, the car. So from that tag, you get identified. Okay, anyway, these vindictive, teens, if they hated on someone and they didn't like someone, they would scratch the car. If it's a nice car too, they go and scratch the door. Okay, I've seen them be egged. So the kid came back to their car after school or when they had to leave, because juniors and seniors especially can leave a little early. Egg all over the car, okay? And vandalize. I have seen them take the you know how you guys can write messages on the windows, congrats, you graduated, class of blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, they take that marker or whatever it is, and they drew, I don't even want to say, bad things on it, okay? Yes. I've seen that happen, okay? Obscene messages. I also had to deal with electronic harassment. That's obvious because you have all these apps. And they would use untraceable apps, which means we couldn't even pin it out. We can't even find as an assistant principal who did it because they were untraceable apps. And there's just some people in this world that can't stand seeing others succeed, especially if they know them. Like they can't stand it. It gets to them that you're doing well, that you're succeeding in life. It could be even your family. Some members of your family might be like this, okay? And what do you guys call them as young people? Haters. You call them haters, right? We call them haters too back in my time. Now, I want you, first of all, I know this sounds like, but take hating as a sign. You must be doing something right with your life if others are giving you negative attention, despite your many accomplishments. It means you have a big fan base out there. There's a lot of people that know your name for whatever it is you're doing with your life in high school. You have a large following, okay? And they may have spread good words about you. So the good ones are spreading your good deeds and all the stuff you've done with your life. But there's a small percentage that don't like it, okay? You should be proud of the fact that you're getting hated on. I know, it sounds harsh, but you should be proud of that. I work with many teens that became so wrapped up in trying to please everyone. Guys, do not do this. Please don't do this. You will never make everyone happy with you. Okay? It's not gonna happen. You're always gonna have haters. So don't try to please everyone. So what would they do, these kids? I know because I used to deal with them. They'd go to great length to make sure a hater was happy. Like being incredibly nice to them. even when the hater didn't deserve it. So a kid will come complaining and crying to me, let's say it was a girl in high school. Oh, I found out this kid doesn't like me, this other girl. And I don't know why. I mean, we hang out with mutual friends. I don't know why she hates on me. And then I'm like, okay, well, listen, you shouldn't really care. Blah, blah, blah. And then, no, I think I'm going to be extra nice to her now. And maybe I'll win her over. You're not going to win people over sometimes. It's just not going to happen. Okay? So don't invest your energy in that. I learned one more valuable lesson from my 10 years as an administrator, of course, is that people will always find some fault in you and in your actions. Even if you did nothing wrong, they'll just come up with something. They'll invent something to find fault in you. Okay? So don't waste your time and energy attempting to please everybody. And if a friend ever tells you someone doesn't like you, please don't ever let this come out of your mouth. Why? No. Who cares? Okay? Who cares? Or, what did I do to deserve that? Who cares? Okay? Here's how you should respond. I don't have time for haters. Someone comes and goes, this other person is, so I don't have time for haters. And move along. Get on with your life. Okay? Or better still, say to that person who's trying to start stuff, by the way, by spreading stuff, you're like, coming to you. They're trying to start stuff with you and the other person. That's what it is. They want to see drama or a fight or something like that. Just say, you know what? I don't have time for haters. Haters are my motivators. I know it sounds corny, but say that. Haters are my motivators.
Keep hating on them.
And why shouldn't they be, right? Listen, remember what I told you about drawing energy from unique sources. Like I used anger, and I used that anger as a positive thing. I drew energy from that anger I had as a young person to succeed in life. So any kind of stuff like this, flip that around. Turn that negative energy into positive energy for yourself. Make it useful. Provided they're not trying to bully you. Okay, there's a difference, right? Now, let's say they're trying to bully you. Well, then that's a different thing. You should, provided they're not doing that, you should use that as fuel to make you work even harder. Connecting your actions in response to meritless comments about you, that's taking a step back. You're taking a step back when you do that. It is like retreating, and we don't retreat, guys. We move forward. Do not retreat. The only thing you do is you pause in life. You reflect before taking the next step forward. Okay? Successful people, that's what they do. They adjust their course in life, but they never retreat. Never retreat. They might pause or they might adjust, but they keep moving forward. Remember that the only opinion of you that really matters is your own. It's going to be hard for some of you. You're going to care what other people think about you, especially in the next 4 years. But don't, okay? Listen to my words. What I found is that the teens that pay the most attention to the opinions of haters, and let's say that becomes you're paying attention to their opinion, you have a low opinion of yourself. Right. So that's on you though. That's your self-esteem. If you're caring too much about what other people think of you, that's a reflection of you having low self-esteem. The friendships that take many years to establish, those are true friendships. We already talked about that. It takes years to become a friend with someone. Okay? And if you're not, they're just your acquaintances. Don't take the word friend far too lightly like some of you do. You call every kid you hang with at school your friend? They're not. That's a big mistake. Successful people don't form false friendships or bonds with everyone. They don't have time. Now I understand in high school, the more people that you know, the more popular you are, right? In high school, the more people know you. Oh, you feel great about yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Half the school knows my name. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. You must be like the quarterback of the school. The best athlete or whatever. You must be balling. Wonderful. But guess what? You get nothing from that. Nothing. In fact, even some of the most popular kids that were that's where they peak. You might have heard this before. Popular kids, some of them peak in high school. That's it. That was their life highlight. Being the most popular in school. That's it. After that, it's all downhill. 10 years later, after you graduated. Oh yeah, he was popular in school. What are they doing now? Nothing. They're just, losers or whatever. Usually that's how it goes. So you don't need everybody at the school to know you. Okay? You have to be very selective. Because the successful people are very selective with their friendships. And by selective, I mean they pick and choose. If they don't like someone because they're not helping them be successful, or they're just toxic especially, right? Toxic friends. They cut them. They use that cut list and they cut them from their lives. Terminate the friendship if it's not helping you in any way. And as soon as a friend breaks that law with you, becomes emotionally dependent on you, or tries to pull you down instead of uplift you, cut them from that list. They're no longer your friend. Okay? Pay special attention to who you run with in life, or risk getting run over. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.